Hey, what's up, guys? Sebastian here. Welcome to another episode. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how I find winning products pretty fast. And it's not, like a magic software, it's not a magic strategy. Well, it's kind of like a strategy that I'm going to teach you, but there's no hype around it. It's just being consistent and taking action. But I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So, what I do is I test in bulks of three to five products. So, for example, today I test 3 to 5 products, and those products I'm testing different audiences with each product. Now, the problem with most people is that they get excited about starting their online store. They want to start their e-commerce business, their dropshipping business. They're pumped. They want to take action. They're ready to crush it. They test 3 campaigns, with 5 ad sets each in Facebook. They want to find that winning product, and he or she doesn't get any results because maybe the products were not the best ones. All of the action, all of the momentum that they initially had, all of that excitement to start getting results is now, vanished. It's disappeared, right? That's what happens with most people. People get excited, they launch campaigns, they lose money, and then they think it doesn't work. So how do you face that? Because it's very common. When I first started, I actually got pretty lucky because one of my first campaigns worked, but after that campaign died, and I tested and tested and tested, I was like, man, maybe this is just not working anymore. I got I got motivated. The thing is, guys, you gotta go and continue with the momentum. You gotta take advantage of the momentum, because once you start making money, you get pumped, you get happy. It's just something that happens. You get happy, you're making money, right? So you gotta take advantage of that momentum and boom, and keep launching, keep scaling, keep growing. So don't just be like, I'm gonna be staying here because I'm making money. Don't do that. So what do I do to get results fast, to find winning products fast? One thing I'm gonna tell you is I'm very organized. I'm very, very organized, and I have everything in Google Sheets and on my calendar. That's one thing. Another thing I'm gonna tell you is that I'm very, very consistent. Since I was a little kid, I became very consistent because my parents taught me to be consistent. They told me, if you want to start something, you gotta keep on doing it. You cannot say you're gonna start something and then you're just gonna quit one day. If you're gonna say you're gonna do something, you gotta stick with it, and you gotta go till the end. And I've been, basing all my business around that philosophy. When I first started karate, I wanted to learn how to fight initially. Like young ages, you want to learn how to fight, etc. But then I understood there was way more than that. It was more than just fighting. It was a lifestyle. I understood the only way to become a very good fighter was to become consistent. And that, I've been in karate for almost 5 to 6 years. I haven't stopped. I train all the time. I train every single week, never stopped. So consistency. I'm very organized. I'm very consistent. And I understand I'm going to fail. The third thing is I understand I fail. I fail so much, I'm not scared to fail. I can fail today, I don't care. I'm gonna win tomorrow or the day after, and the rewards are gonna be way bigger than what I lost in the failure. So that's something I'm gonna tell you. If you wanna be an entrepreneur, you wanna be a successful entrepreneur, you wanna find winning products fast on Facebook, you gotta understand, you gotta have it here, guys. You gotta understand that you will fail. It's inevitable. Failure is good. Facebook. A failure teaches you how to win, pretty much. If you don't fail, you don't know what doesn't work. So if you don't know what doesn't work, you don't know what works. Okay? See where I'm going? You gotta be consistent, you gotta be organized, and you gotta understand you will fail. It's inevitable, guys. Everyone fails. Okay? Failure is good. Obviously, I'm not saying you like to lose money. I don't like to lose money. You don't like to lose money. No one likes to lose money. But losing money is part of success, especially with e-commerce and Facebook, guys. It's almost inevitable. Okay? Once you have those 2 things, I want you to get a calendar. Hopefully physical. I have a big calendar in my house. My brother and I, we have a big calendar, but I also use a calendar of my computer. What you will do is you will get a big list of products, 30 products, 50 products, passionate products with passionate audiences. You have your product, you have all the audiences that you will sell that product to. You have your second product, you have all the audiences that you will sell that to. You have the third product, etc., etc. Like that, you have a big list, okay? Now, obviously, you're not going to go and test the 30, 50 products at once. You will divide that big list in batches, okay? By batches, I mean in small groups. So, for example, you test 2 products today, and each product is going to be testing 2 or 3 audiences each. So you're going to test that today. Now, on your calendar, you're going to say, okay, it's not January, but January the 1st, I'm going to test these 2 products with this interest. Okay, by January the 4th, I'm gonna test the other two products with the other interests. January the 7th, the other two products with the other two interests. Okay, however you combine it. The combination really depends on you, because obviously if you have a bigger daily budget, you want to spend more money, you can test more things at the same time. If you have a limited budget, then obviously you won't be testing 10 products per day. This is just how it is. But you gotta say, okay, I'm willing to spend $30 per day, $35 per day, so I'm willing to spend $45 per day, which really is like three products and 3 audiences per product. Okay, depends on your numbers. But what I'm telling you, you gotta have a big list, you gotta trim it down, you gotta cut it down into batches and put those batches in each piece of the calendar. Now you gotta find 2 things. One thing that you hate doing, absolutely hate doing, and one thing that you love to do. You will do the thing you hate as a punishment if you don't launch your campaigns, and you will do the thing you love if you launch your campaigns for the week. It can be going to the movies, it can be going out with your girlfriend, it's something that you like to do. You're gonna reward yourself for being consistent. I'm not saying you got results, I'm just saying you're consistent. The more consistent you are, the faster you get results. So you gotta find those 2 things, guys. If you don't have, or you gotta find an accountability partner. That's something I definitely suggest. You gotta have an accountability partner that is telling you, hey, you launch your freaking campaigns, why not? Okay, go do 30 push-ups. Okay, whatever it is. Karate, we do it that way. Okay, you don't do it, you do push-ups. You gotta find that person that is behind your back, helping you become successful, helping you become more consistent. And really, the strategy I want to tell you guys in this video was this calendar strategy. You gotta trim down your options into different batches and have them very organized in your calendar. And if you don't do it, you punish yourself. you do what you don't like to do. Either it is watching, Vampire Diaries. If you don't like that stuff and you watch it because you hate it, okay, you're punishing yourself. You gotta reward yourself when you win, and obviously if you wanna become consistent and everything, you gotta have some sort of punishment if you don't do what helps you get results. But that's really the key, guys. That's how I find winning products. I don't complain when I lose, and I keep launching the campaigns based on my schedule. Imagine if I launch okay, so for example, let's say I have a calendar with 30 days and I'm gonna launch 3 campaigns every 3 days. By the end of the month, I would have launched, 10 would have launched 10 batches, and since I'm testing 3 products per batch, it's gonna be 30 products. So if I tested 30 passionate products with 30, 90 passionate audiences, I need to find a winning combination, at least one ad set that will make me money. If I find one winning ad set, that's pretty much all I need to start scaling, start optimizing, find what works. You gotta be organized, you gotta be consistent, and you gotta be willing to lose. If you like this video, you know what to do, guys. Just subscribe, hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share with someone that will find it helpful, and I will see you in the next episode.